This is a school that begins from junior high school to high school. They coexist. This is a junior high school student. I was looking there. See how they are dressed. These are junior high, public junior high school. Public junior high school with biology, chemistry, and physics lab and STEM lab. See how the students are seated around the teacher. The teacher is not holding any cane. We have new science lab, by the way. You have 6 of them. Shows the release. Many schools have gotten new science labs. This is a Fiakobi, where students are developing and flying drones. We have at Massey Anglican, we have Massey High School. A number of schools have gotten new science labs. So this retooling of schools is not just for the new schools. This is Huntermine girls. And a number of our senior high schools are getting quality science labs because we really want to change the learning environment. I'm fascinated by aviation and aerospace because it is the future. I'll have to begin to look at an ecosystem for education that looks at children from a different perspective. That they are God's creation, they have gifts and talents, and we are going to harness the gifts and the talents. Thoughts are studied in the classroom and also in our society. Today is a great day talking about education under attack. And when you research it, of course, we're talking about war zones and other places where school buildings are attacked. And we are calling the world to order that those locations should be separate locations. So why are we worried about it in Ghana? We have our own way of ensuring that education does not come under attack. Education and attack in Ghana may come from us, the politicians. Come to you with policies that have no education, sound education foundation. And when something good is going on, we come and tell it's so bad. I hear people making a call that they will cancel double track when they come into government. Education under attack. If you cancel double track now, Prempeh College will not be able to accept 1 student this year. Opokwa will not accept 1 Form 1 student. Yat and Swatse Louis, they are trying to forget. All those high demand schools cannot accept any student. So when we look at education as a political playground, where we can just say whatever we want to say, education is under attack. If you go to Opokwa, look at the number of students there. If you talk about 4,500 thereabouts, if not more. If Opokwa become a single trash school today, only 3,000 students will fit in the school. But if you give me a chance, I'm going to be able to build 1 more dormitory that Opokwa headmaster has told me he needs. And if I build that dormitory, Opokwa will still maintain the 4,500 enrollment and become single track. That is what we should be doing. If I go to Presec, we've already given them more dollars. If I add 1 dormitory block, 1 18-minute classroom block, Presec will still be able to hold all the students and become single track. If you give me the opportunity to move on beyond 2024, all the new schools that we are building, a number of them, I will affiliate them with existing high-performing schools. And in no time, those schools will become like the high-performing schools. I'll show you a new school that we are building as a way. Better facilities probably than the top schools in this country at this point. If I allow somewhere to be by itself, it will take 15 years and it will not be like Okokwa. You can see it from out there. I like evidence-based communication. This will open this academic year. This is a way secondary technical school. More beautiful than most schools in this country at this point. But are the ones to affiliate this school with Brentford College. It will be a wise thing to transfer assistant headmaster from Brentford College to head this school. Motivate a few head of departments to go there. And ensure that the students of this new school can go to Brentford College and look at how things are done. Brentford College has a chaplain. This may not be a mission school, but I'll say I'll appoint a chaplain at the school. In 5 years' time, parents may opt for this school instead of Brentford. You see, Brentford will have given birth to a new institution. And I don't when I say Brentford, I don't mean Okokwa are in trouble. So Okokwa has begun and Brentford will follow. Okokwa has a school affiliated with it, and that is the Muslim STEM Academy. A new school in my constituency that's affiliated with Okokwa, the headmaster of Okokwa, recommended an assistant from Owasu who was posted to the school, and the head of departments are helping, mentoring the teachers. The students of Muslim STEM Senior High School or Muslim STEM Academy, as it's sometimes called, go to Okokwa to look at the school. Okokwa students also go to the school. I have no doubt in my mind that Muslim STEM will become like what? And I'm showing evidence of what even in you see, this is it. This is a school that begins from junior high school to high school. They coexist. This is a junior high school student. I was from Christian. See how they are dressed. These are junior high, public junior high school. High school, biology, chemistry, and physics lab, and STEM lab. See how the students are seated around the teacher. The teacher is not holding any cane. I know the counselors like that. Yes. And you see, are they not respecting the teacher? Is there any indiscipline going on? No. When you welcome children to your circle and respect them, they will respect you even more. And you all live in peace without any agreement. Junior high school students doing music. Library of new junior high schools that we are building. The point of the matter is that I'm not going to do this school and not affiliate it with a high-performing school. So what I do, in the next 5 years, what will happen is that I'll be able to decongest Brentford College, even if I don't put more buildings there, they can become single track. Because I'm very happy about the fact that those who have gone to Brentford are now going to Sewua, and they have similar facilities like Brentford. Those who have gone to Okokwa will now be at the Christian and everything will be great. Those who have gone to Wesley Girls can now go to Bosonke Third, and they will be very happy because Bosonke Third Girls is being mentored by Wesley Girls. Mrs. Jokoto, the former headmistress of Wesley Girls, is the mentor for the school. She goes there to train teachers, train students. In fact, Wesley Girls, old girls here at AUS, have volunteered to go and train the girls. In about 5 years now, I will get another school with similar performance as Wesley Girls. Now, if you give me the opportunity to do all these things, then I can say double track is no more. Now, until I do that, it will be insensitive on my part to deny 1,500 students the opportunity of St. Louis quality education because I want to get rid of double track. Because we are not sitting there to even hear what is going on. We just make our pronouncements and confuse their names. Why should I cut admission to St. Louis? Because I want to get rid of double track. When double track actually gives instructional hours, even more instructional hours than what double track was introduced. If you go to pre-sec and understand that before double track, 94% of the students were getting A1 to C6 credit in course subjects. But understand, my headmasters get tired. If you ask them to take a break, they won't take a break to hand over to assistant headmasters. So try the headmasters are in school. So I rather transform their schools into single track so that they will get some rest because their health is important to me. Therefore, I'll do everything to make sure we get rid of double track and transform all schools to single track. Because even though teachers are not supposed to teach from track to track, they are supposed to go away Form 1, they go on vacation. Some schools, their sizes do not allow them to have dedicated teachers for every year, right? So typically, if you teach Form 1, you should not move to teach Form 2 so that you get your break. But in some schools, it doesn't work perfectly. So some teachers are overburdened. Therefore, I want to get rid of double track. So when we have sound education policy implemented, the education is not an attack. And when we move our education system to a place where all of us should be proud, talk about science, technology, engineering, mathematics, education for many years. Now it is happening. Let me show you some of the new state junior high schools that we've built. Look at the job. There will be generational gap because all the old middle school turned junior high school buildings will be deserted by all. We are moving 841 students into this building. You see the old buildings there will not be used for education of children, but I believe that you cannot educate 21st century children in 19th century buildings and expect them to provide and produce 21st century outcomes. So this will be the place. In fact, we built a dining hall attached to the school, and latest November, first week in November, the school opened. All the children are going to move from the old buildings to this. As Tsunami, rich area, Tsunami, you're going to see the same thing. Across the length and breadth of this country, communities with 8 or more junior high schools, this is what you're going to see. But we also go to Guinea, go to some other towns, go to Asaman, where they have 3 junior high schools. Go to Ampento in Mosmefrehom, where they may have 3 junior high schools. They don't need a building like that. So this is their model. So Manson Panta has this, Ninehi has this, Ampento has this, Okufa Saman has this, Bekwai, the group of students have that, Kumewu has this, Bompata has this, and all these are going to open before December 7th. So, Infrastructure is really one of the most important things we have to take a look at to provide 21st century learning. We want to move away from the famous rectangular shape, brown and yellow buildings, where children wear brown and yellow uniform. I don't know why we want the children to match the building. And I can predict with 99% accuracy that the vast majority of you here don't send your children to these schools. You work in public school, but your child doesn't go to the school. Anyone you have to rush to send your child to new mission at school before you take another car to go in the opposite direction to Insiaso Ende. You go to Asset Boys, and there are 5 students in the classroom. They've all left. I went there 6 months ago, the regional director, and I was teaching one of the classes, and the teacher told me, Minister, I'm bored to death. I only have 5 students here. When it's rain, some of them don't even come. It's so boring to be. And if, Madam, you watch us down the line, you're going to realize that you're going to get more students. Because now ASIM has a beautiful new building, and we are operationalizing that school as the first school that will implement gifted and talented education in the So, I just want you to know that I love education. I got friends here at University. I learned economy. I found a new love in America when I began a teacher. I decided that I'm an economist. And I'm enjoying myself in education now. I always say I'm very privileged and I'm grateful to the President of the Republic. He came to one of my schools in the US, saw what I was doing. He asked me to come back to Ghana and help him change the education system. This way it works. But at that point, I didn't trust him. Said, this politician, he wants me to come back to Ghana. And maybe he made me forget when I go. But the reason why I really accepted that was coming from me and how I grew up and how I almost didn't go to high school, got a chance, and from Jase Praso, went to Kumasi High School from Kenya University. Then after that, I got a wonderful opportunity traveling to America where I became a high school teacher. And from the high school teaching, American government wanted to make sure that every child got quality public school education. Because there, parents rely on the government to get quality education. But I know in other places, that is not the case. So when I became minister, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to allow visual students, whom I love and respect so much, the most creative people in Ghana are the visual students. How can you tell me that a person who can look at you and draw you is rather not smart? We have the greatest smart with the ability to memorize, and the visual artists. The mind is not created for memorization, but they are created by God to create. And if you know something about education and the new Bloom's taxonomy, you know that the highest level of learning is creative. So how is it that the person who starts his learning from creating, the highest level of learning is rather the one who is not smart? We've gotten something wrong, turned upside down. Look at the new Bloom's taxonomy. The highest level of learning is great. Great. When the student is drawing, he's creating. So you see, the lowest level of learning is remember. You recall facts. And the student do so well and say you are smart. And then understand is the next apply. Then we are so happy. He's doing applications, but you are not very close to the top. You have to move on from apply to analyze, evaluate, and create. This is the new Bloom's taxonomy. This is the architecture for learning, for critical thinking, and for creativity. In my schools in the US, we use what is also called the Works Depth of Knowledge, DOKs, similar levels. In every classroom, we have posters of the word DOK. So when you are teaching, the children know that, oh, today he's teaching level 4. Today he's teaching at the lowest level possible. Why would any teacher teach at the lowest level possible? Because the exams may be requiring students to learn at the lowest level possible. But the moment we change the exams and we need to examine students at the grade level, the visual students should be on top. Because we are teaching at the level where his creative talents lie. At the end of the day, when I wanted to change things in such a way that visuals and creative and the general students would be engineers, I knew that the professors were going to come after me. And most of them have not heard. In Ghana now, if you did not do science, you can still become an engineer because there was no fight. If there was fight, I think you have heard. So, if you go to UMath, students, if you did home economics, visuals, generals, you can still apply and become an engineer at UMath. Because you may have made a mistake and you may have followed a friend to do generals. It doesn't mean you are not creative, talented enough to become an engineer. Pentecost University, you can do likewise. And they have a great engineering school. Number of technical universities also offer you the opportunity to change your mind. There are so many branches of engineering. Each one of them offers great opportunities for you. You can. I also know that it wasn't going to be easy. I tell the story of Kojo Mensah who had a dream. In the dream, God was telling Kojo that Kojo is going to be the best engineer in the world. And Kojo Mensah said, God, I'm not going to be. With all due respect, God, I'm grown up in Ghana and I'm doing visuals in high school. Nobody will allow me to become an engineer. And Kojo was right. But what Kojo didn't know that God knew pre-engineering was coming. And that he was going to get that opportunity today. That opportunity has been extended to children. And at UMath, they will tell you that those students are doing better than those who came with science. They do 1 year intensive physics, chemistry, mathematics course, and they have to sit for exams at the end of the 1 year, and when they pass, they move on. But you know why? You didn't hear a fight. Change can be incentivized. I offered free money to any university that wanted to do the pre-engineering, and all of them applied. Money is good. And then we selected 2 of them and gave each one of the two $200,000. And now pre-engineering is going to boom. And say to them, because you have selected home economics, there's no other thing that you can do other than these courses. We want to change that, but until we do, we need to intensify counseling to make sure that career counseling is done in such a way that students see opportunities and then they pursue it. What irritates me sometimes is when students say, oh, when I went to the university, they gave me rehabilitation and I had to do it. It breaks my heart that students are giving courses and they don't know how to say no, that no, I'm not taking it. I'll wait at home for 1 more year. Or maybe I want to make sure that I do psychology so bad that I'll apply to 4 universities, at least I'll get one. Going to university to do a course that you don't understand and don't know where that course is taking you to. It's a tragedy. But if you do effective counseling, we'll stem the tide. So you see, guidance and counseling ensure that children have personal growth and development. It also ensures academic success because you are combining both career and academic. Ensure that you put children on the right track for career development, building effective social relationship, ensuring that their emotional well-being is protected, encourages time management and proper decision-making, self-advocacy, when a child will be able to say, sir, with all due respect, I think this should be better for me than that. If you don't develop your self-confidence, they will never be able to say that to a teacher. A junior high school student selected a course and said, I want to do nursing, not a bad thing. And teacher says, so you'll never be able to do it, you are bad at science. The child should be able to say, I have a passion for nursing, I think I can be a good nurse. After all, the selection is supposed to be done by the student and their parents. But sometimes if we are not properly counseled, even as teachers, then we may misdirect the child, put them in a door of no return to a career that they may not be happy about. I know countless number of students who want to do medicine at Kenya University, and then when they don't get it, we put them to engineering. Those who don't get engineering, they put them to natural resources. These students sit in classrooms every day and they are miserable because that is not what they intended doing. But if for effective counseling, one of the things that you realize is that it didn't help the student work and work harder. So the counselor said, you want to do medicine, yeah, okay, then you better do it in biology, otherwise you won't get it. That shouldn't go and break their back to get good grades in biology and chemistry because they want to be a medical doctor. So counseling can facilitate better academic performance among students. So students, if you want to be a lawyer and you are telling me you hate to read, then you need to redirect. Literature becomes so important. There's one school with a secret to success that people don't know about. It's Opoku are here. They are not here. Oh, you are here. You are back there. Okay, then I'll tell you. So otherwise, I was not going to tell you. Opoku are it's a school during that time that used to require every student to do English literature. And graduates of that school will tell you how it has been so beneficial to them. The current job mine, graduate of Okokwa, Walter, he writes impeccable English even though he did engineering. Now look, and he will credit Okokwa with his writing prowess. Engineers are not supposed to be that good writer, great writer, but yes. So schools have things that they did that really changed the course of history of their students. Counseling directs students onto a path of greatness. The new curriculum is going to allow science students to pick up English literature. If you're a counselor and a science at the junior high school, and they come to you, we encourage them. Because you see, beginning this academic year, science students don't have to do integrated science. In place of that, they can do other courses. So we need to encourage them, pick up English rates, and it will help you. It makes you well balanced. They can also do, we are bringing performing arts, music. Science students can also do music. They can pick up one other course in robotics and other computer science as science students to make them well-rounded. Counseling ensures that the student sets goals and go by the goals. So it brings about accountability. So whether it's academic counseling, career counseling, whichever space you find yourself in, you are really fine-tuning the education process for the student. So counselors, you have my 100% support. We are going to ensure that we do some training for you, and Ashanti through the original director will fund a meeting for councillors so that you can really come and hear the presenters talk about the new curriculum. So that you can go to the schools and support your children to succeed. If you don't know anything about artificial intelligence and don't know anything about cyber security, don't know what to go into a computer science course with, how can you go and counsel the students about something that you don't know? If you don't know that high schools are now going to do aviation and aerospace halfway, so instead of home economics, you can encourage a young woman to do aviation and aerospace. If you don't know that, how can that information get to the students? So with the introduction of the new curriculum, I know some training has been offered. If it did not include all counselors, we need to step up and get you up to speed, especially those at the district level, so that you can go out there and support our schools and make our students succeed.